We welcome to the show Kai Hoffman. Hi Kai, how you doing?
I'm very well, Chris. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. So what have you been up to?
Oh, well, it's been a really busy month. I've just done a gig over at the 606 Club in Chelsea, and just preparing for a few gigs coming up at Ronnie Scott's.
Great, and how did the gig in Chelsea go?
That was at the 606 Club. It's a wonderful little basement jazz club. It's one of the only sort of old-style jazz clubs left in the world, I think.
Must be very intimate.
It's very intimate and a little bit kind of rough and ready, I guess. You know, it feels like that kind of old-school jazz club atmosphere. You have to walk down into a basement to get in and stuff, and, you know, ring the secret buzzer, and it's a little bit speakeasy. Quite like it for that.
Oh, great! Yeah, going back to the 50s.
Absolutely. We had a wonderful audience. It was a really nice crowd, and I was doing tracks from my brand new album. So,
your brand new album. So how many tracks are on there? Well,
there's going to be 12. We've got 14 at the moment, and I need to narrow it down a little bit. It's a brand new project I've been doing. I thought I'd try something new, and get some new feels in there, explore some different songs from my childhood, and work through various personal things through music, as we do. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I bet you are. And what's the name of the album? Have you got a name for it yet?
Well, I'm thinking of calling it Some Boys.
Some Boys, oh, right.
but it's not going to be released for a few months, so got a little bit of time to think about that.
So how did you decide on the songs? Are they all cover songs, or are some of them originals?
Well, there's a number of covers, obviously, because I do love the old Great American Songbook tunes, and I've also chosen songs from various different genres. There's a 1970s country song, which we've gotten a brand new arrangement. There's a song from the Propeller Heads, which is a sort of drum and bass group from the 90s. And there are a couple of originals. So there's one that I wrote, which the more I listen to it kind of reminds me of something that should be on The Muppet Show. So if anyone from The Muppet Show is listening, call me. And there's also an original from the man I refer to as Fat Cat, Simon Whiteside, who plays with my band, Kai's Cats. He wrote a song for this album as well.
It's always good to put a spin on an original song, isn't it, to make it a bit different?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for me personally, I don't do much writing, and so when I do, I try and focus it in on something very particular that's happened, or something that I'm thinking about, or something that I want other people to think about, and try and make it within the styles that I already do, and try and keep it upbeat, because I do tend to like smiling rather than not.
Yeah, you've got to be happy, haven't you?
Absolutely. Well, you got to try anyway.
Well, I suppose you're really busy, aren't you? So it must be hard to write your own stuff.
It's hard to make the time, definitely. I think all professional musicians probably find this, that you get so busy with the actual working and the travel and all the preparation that goes into that it's very difficult to make the time to not only just practice, but to make that kind of peaceful time when your brain can kind of let go a little bit more and be more creative. So it's been quite a discipline getting all of it ready.
Yeah, and also you have to go into the studio, and that can take a long time, can't it?
It can do. I was pretty ambitious with this one, and luckily it seems to have paid off. Well, it has paid off. I mean, I'm so excited by what we managed to get down, but we recorded the whole thing in one day.
Oh, well,
so
that was quick.
That was pretty quick. I'm going to go back in and do some mixing and maybe add some horns and stuff to it, because I think that would be fun, and some of the songs feel like they need some instrumental, some brass backing kind of thing. So going to go back in and do that, but hopefully the whole thing will have been done and dusted in maximum 3 days, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, that would be great. And, when it's out, send me a copy.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
I'll get playing it on the show.
Yay!
So what other gigs have you done recently?
Well, I've got a number of gigs coming up, which I'm excited about. And also, we just did, with Kai's Cats, did the Hideaway recently, that wonderful new club down in Streatham. They won a Parliamentary Jazz Award earlier this year, and it's just a fantastic venue and very unexpected for, I think it's the only thing like it in the whole area. And it feels like being in a New York jazz club. It's got this wonderful open vibe, and they've recently refurbished and opened up the space even more, so it's got a particularly just fantastic atmosphere. And did a gig there with my band Kai's Cats just a couple of weeks ago, and expecting to be back there in February with the new project, with the quartet, which is on the new album, so looking forward to that.
Very unexpected, isn't it, where it is, because it's in the middle of Stratton, and then you go in there, and as you say, it's like going to a New York jazz club.
Yeah, they've done a brilliant job down there, Fran and of the rest of the people at the Hideaway, so, major woohoo to them. And let's see, what else have I got coming up? I'm really excited to be working with Ray Gelato and the Giants. We're there on the 29th and the 30th of December at Ronnie Scott's Club, and I don't think it's sold out yet. So anyone who's looking for something really, really exciting and fun to do before New Year's Eve, 29th and 30th, Ronnie Scott's Club, I believe there's 3 shows. So that'll be really great fun. And also, of course, Ray's there at the moment doing their yearly residency, so you can go and check him out as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go to one of his gigs, so...
Brilliant. Oh, well, come down on the 29th and 30th if you got time, and you can hear our project as well.
So how has that gone then? Because it celebrates the best of old-style duets, doesn't it?
That's right. We have a number of the old-style duets that were done by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong and Keely Smith, Louis Prima, and we've also come up with a number of our own arrangements of songs that were duets or just classic tunes, and some more original stuff that Ray and I have developed into an act which is very similar to that kind of 1950s Las Vegas live show style. So it's quite a... I mean, I think our album that we did earlier this year, which was released back in March, I think it's really captured the Hey Boy, Hey Girl style, but the live show has even more... Well, actually, no, not even more. It's got the same energy and the same kind of vibe because, again, with that album, we tried to do it in that style where you try and capture everything as live as possible, even though you're in a studio, just because, as performers, we like to be on a stage, we like to be out in front of people with the energy and that excitement, and we try to capture that on the CD as well as in public, so I'm wittering.
Great to bring them songs back to life, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's something about them and their style that even if it's not necessarily the music you would choose to listen to as your, first choice of style, I think there's something about it that grabs people and makes them smile, makes them want to dance and, tap their fingers and all that kind of thing. So it's really, really good fun.
Yeah, they definitely want to make you get up and move, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
With your new album, when is this going to be released?
Well, we're aiming for March as a deadline. We're doing the final mixing and editing and all that sort of stuff in January. So by the time the artwork and everything gets done and all of that, so we're hoping for March sometime. And in the meantime, Kai's Cats has a CD, and also the CD with Ray Gelato are both available on my website. Do you mind if I say my website?
Of course not.
Anyway, you can, if anyone's looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, you can find my CDs on kaihoffman.co.uk. That's KAIHOFFMAN.co.uk. Another thing I'd love to mention, actually, because it's Christmas time, I've been doing quite a lot of charity concerts as well as the, public performances I've been doing for a brilliant charity. So if someone wants to give to a charity over Christmas, rather than, buy an actual physical CD for someone, there's a wonderful charity that provides professional musicians to do concerts in hospitals all around the UK, and it's very simple to remember. They're called musicinhospitals.org.uk, musicinhospitals.org.uk, and they provide music for nursing homes and hospices and care homes all around the country, and I've done about 10 concerts for them this month so far, I think, and it really makes a difference because you're going to places where people don't normally get live music. So that was another thing I just wanted to to put out there on the airwaves.
That's all right. Yeah, that sounds like a great cause.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, I think Music in Hospitals is an absolutely brilliant charity, and they do they audition all of their performers through the music colleges and through professional settings. So it's, music of the highest quality. There's live performers, like you were saying, that deliver the same product live as they do in a studio. So definitely worth looking out for.
So what do you do? Do you turn up with your band, or?
I actually, we go in normally as a trio with piano and double bass, or sometimes guitar and double bass, and do, the same kind of set list we would do in a public performance in Ronnie Scott's club. So it's very rewarding.
Yeah, and I bet they love it.
Yeah. I've actually just come back from, I did 2 concerts today for them, and, did about 3-4 hours travel to get there and back. But it's worth it because, when you see someone who's normally not mobile wanting to move and dance and singing along with what you do, it's really, really very rewarding. Anyway, sorry, total sidetrack. My band Kai's Cats is doing our monthly residency over at Ronnie Scott's up in their bar. We're there every first Thursday, and that's going to be carrying on from the 5th of January. So anyone who wants to stay in on New Year's but wants to come out and have a little party, have a little boogie on the first week of January, we'll be at Ronnie Scott's up in the bar for Live and Let Jive on January 5th. I think that's the Thursday. I hope that's the Thursday. I meant to write it down. It was snowing down in Surrey today, so it might well be cold and icy, and nothing better than getting out and having a bit of a jive to warm yourself up.
Definitely. God, don't talk about the snow. I hope it doesn't snow over Christmas.
No, oh, what? You don't want a white Christmas? I'm shocked.
Well, it's just like, I love the snow. I love looking at it, building a snowman, throwing snowballs, but you just can't get anywhere, can you?
Well, no, I suppose not. But thanks heaven for the internet and the radio and telephones in that case.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, when you plan to do things over Christmas and then you can't, and you're like, oh, what can I? You can't always walk to these places, can you?
No, that's very true. So hopefully it won't. Hopefully the weather won't affect people coming out to gigs too much.
Not as bad as last year. God.
Oh, goodness gracious. I know. Last year was quite spectacular, really. I remember one night it took me something like 4 hours to get, 6 miles away in London.
Oh, yeah.
Almost missed the gig altogether. But hopefully that won't happen this year.
No, hopefully not. It's quite good if you've got a 4x4, isn't it?
A what? Sorry.
A 4x4.
A 4? Oh yeah. I see. Sorry. I went American for a second and didn't understand what you meant.
A Chelsea tractor.
Oh, one of those. I'd like to pretend I have a bright red 1950s Cadillac that I drive around in, but not in the snow.
Wouldn't that be fabulous if you had one of them?
Absolutely. Someday.
Thanks a lot for coming on the show, Kai.
Thank you very much, Chris, for having me, and look forward to seeing you at Ronnie Scott's, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely. I will be there.
Fantastic. All right. Take care, then. Thanks very much. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Take care.